And welcome back to Runescape Miniquest 7, The Curse of Zaros, Episode 3. So we have to go to the southeast? Yeah, southeast stairwell. Hopefully, aberrant specters won't be like, I'm going to kill you now. No, never mind. I'm not even in there. Oh, that's delectable. So, you must be the infamous Vigora. Hold thy tongue, varlet! Speak fast, how come you find me here, and how dost you understand my speech? You want me to hold my tongue and tell you how I found you? Cease thy chatter, respond to my demand. Cease my chatter and respond to your demand? Why do they need this curse upon me has not improved my temper these centuries past? Well, it's actually about the curse that I've come to speak to you. Oh, be that so? Then forgive my swift anger and speak to me of how you plan to break this curse. I didn't actually mention anything about breaking the curse. Then what lets you dare to speak to me? I heard of your name from a mage called Dalek, and I'm trying to find out what exactly caused the curse before him, and you as well, apparently. So that weak-willed mage is cursed along with me? Well, now that is an interesting turn of events, then I might assume that Valdez, Renaud, Karim, and Lissa were also cursed among with a... How do you know that? Oh, the curse cut deeper than I had previously thought. Stranger, this news has brought me a ray of sunshine and otherwise dreary millennia. Please ask any question you wish. Tell me your story. Thanks, I think. So what exactly happened on that day you were all cursed? I know that Valdez discovered the Staff of Armor was dropped by Bernard, who then sent to Karim to tell Zamarek of it. Meanwhile, Lisa heard of the sale and informed Dalek, who placed enchantment upon it so that its power would be hidden. I still don't know what happened with the staff to cause the curse, or what you have to do with it, though. Well, stranger, rest yourself a while. I will recount a tale of the events of that day. I was one of the few actually there when it happened. Then what happened? When my Lord Zamarek first got his taste of godhood. Wow, sounds like quite the dinner party anecdote. I'm gonna take that side venom out of your voice, whelp. You came to me. It was not the other way around. Okay, please continue. Well, now let us see. As you may have heard to tell, my affiliation lay with General Zamarek, a mighty warrior of the Minor tribe, and my skill in the battlefield quickly brought me to his attention. So pleased was he with my bloodlust that he promoted me on the battlefield once to serve in his honor guard, and let me tell you, that was a rare honor indeed, for I was the only human chosen to take such a position. Really? Oh yes. The Dragon Riders, Majorat demons, and vampire warriors made up the bulk of the force. By wager, I was equal in all the ways of combat. When I think of someone like Lucian struggling to lift a blade, in some ways I was even better. Please continue. Yeah, remember that. With Lucian. Anyway, myself and the rest of Zamarik's honor guard were formulating stratagems in our battle tent when that sticking messenger Karim came in offering to sell us the god's Staff of Armordal. Actually, you suspect that this was some trick by our lord to test our loyalty? Yes, who is your lord? Everyone has been very evasive about that. Quiet, fool, all things in their course. You are disrupting my train of thought. Sorry. Anyway, we thought it was too good to be true yet. When we visited the scummy tavern, we were amazed to discover there was no trick, no test of loyalty, no hidden trap. So this fool had actually managed to obtain the god's Staff of Armordal. Its power is incredible, you could almost feel the energy cracking around in the air. So what happened then? Well, with such a weapon, our plans have been developing for rebellion against our lord could finally be put in action. But we knew that we'd have to act swiftly before we heard that we had such a weapon capable of defeating him, and we had to act decisively. Even amongst our group, there are still those loyal to the lord, such as a pathetic fool as Anandra. So just who was this lord you speak of? And I tell thee again, I will say when it is appropriate, now to start my tale. Okay, carry on then. So anyway, my Lord Zamarek is most trusted compatriots, namely myself, Haziel, Draken, Thamaron, and Zimragul, made plans to overthrow our lord using the god weapon, and by pledging allegiance to Zamarek as our master, we each should be given a large piece of land as our own in return. We decided to move immediately before anyone got cold feet or any other parties could interfere with our work, made haste towards the castle where our lord lived. He had not been otherwise occupied. He would have probably accompanied us with his magics, but it turned out the foolish Dalek had made his involvement necessary, with some spells of his own allowing us to get close enough to the castle with the staff without the empty lord being able to sense his presence. So your lord was the one that cursed you? I'm coming to that. So anyway, we made our way to the castle on the pretense that we had war plans against their dominant deities to discuss. That's not true. Okay, that has actually been retconned now. I'm pretty sure. Children of Ma, that's not what exactly happens. Or if I guess to be fair, it could have been, but there was a lot of traitor speak in there. Usually our lord was guarded well, but this was why Zamorak had brought his most trusted fighters with him. Well, we distracted the empty lord with our feints and attacks and kept his bodyguards busy. Zamorak outflanked him, unsheathed the staff, and plunged into his back. Not completely true. It was a glorious sight. At the moment, I was reminded of my fight and why General Zamorak earned his nickname the Scourge upon the battlefield. And the next thing you know, you were cursed? No, it was not quite that simple. Empty Lord turned away from our battle, eyes burning with hatred, towards Zamorak instead. Seeing this, we all fought with extra vigor. So General Zamorak would not face the Lord alone, but we were outnumbered by many hundreds of warriors and demons, could not reach him to assist him. So, what then? Well, it was the Empty Lord versus Zamorak in simple combat. So the battle will be with that. Okay, that is not completely true anymore. Furthermore, the Empty Lord is a powerful god, stronger than any of the others that were at the time, possibly even as strong as Guthix is, and Zamorak was but a mortal, and my short warrior all the same, with all the strength and power that entails, mortal nonetheless. But to see him fight, you would not think of him as a mere anything. He was war itself. Flurry after flurry of blows he rained upon the Empty Lord, and the very castle walls shook and quivered with the power, but the Empty Lord would not fall. And with the weapon of the gun bent in his back, he fought on, and with each blow, victory seemed less and less certain. So what then? Well, a miracle happened, or luck, or natural justice. You can call it what you want, but as the Empty Lord's hands wrapped around tightly around Zamorak's throat, was Zamorak kicking, screaming defiantly, radiating in his anger until the very last plunged towards the Empty Lord, who seemed to lose his footing slightly and fell in such a way, staff plunged deeper into his body, but also impaled Lord Zamorak with it all at the same time. And then what? And then nothing. There was a sudden flash of bright light, and then a sudden blink of cold darkness, and it was over. Zamorak stood over the Empty Lord, who was slowly fading from existence. Faded, it seemed as though Zamorak became more real, more solid than he ever been before. As Empty Lord faded from this world completely, I heard his voice almost a whisper in the wind, cursing all who had helped Zamorak in his victory. Just you now tell me seems to have been all who were responsible for the staffing of Zamorak's hands at the castle. As I had heard, I saw that I too was fading, just as Empty Lord had. Called to my brethren for the assistance, but they could no longer hear my words nor see my form. But then the other gods appeared and banished Zamorak from the world completely for daring to kill one of their kind. As it turned out, they didn't quite work out that way for them when he returned stronger than ever, a god himself. The god wars were another story entirely. But I don't understand, if it was Zamorak who used the weapon, why was it only you who were cursed? And the other people who were cursed, why then? Why not the other Mazurot, for example? Just who was this Empty Lord you keep speaking of? Is this where they dropped Zaros' name? No, Dixite drops his name. Although, maybe not. No, it says Zaros in the... I know it says Zaros in the dialogue, I already know that, but... It's possible that they changed that so they actually it says Zaros. No, in my life I was nothing but a warrior. I had no hidden knowledge. I didn't especially care about the gods of the magics, so I didn't respect them. Now, I suppose this is my death. I am but a shade in the world and noticed by all who pass me, till today anyway, and the only answer I can give you is that those who were with me, the Majorates, the vampire, they are beings of magic. It runs through their very veins and it ebbs and flows through their bones. Who knows why the curse fell as it did? Perhaps as a mere human I was more susceptible to it when they were not. So they too were cursed, but their lifespans are so long that it will be millennia before they feel upon them. Perhaps because it did not affect them, extended backwards through time. At the moment, staff was taken from its rightful place, and although I had known of it, staff were cursed too. Perhaps there are others who were cursed, who played no part in this tale, and were merely unlucky enough to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't know. Things do not always happen for a reason, just as tales do not always end with all loose ends neatly tied up and all answers supplied. So you're not going to tell me his name. If somebody told you the events I was in is too far, I can do no more. Do you have me no end to let me know that this curse has afflicted me, has not left me alone here in this void between the worlds? Perhaps I'll hunt down these other who have been cursed as I was, but I feel I must reward you for your efforts. Take my cloak, it was drenched in the blood of 1,000 foes, and may bring you luck in battle. How can I break this curse? Who knows? If it was a death curse as Empty Lord, there may be no way to break it. If it was not his death curse, and he is still alive but not in this world, then the only way to break it may be to bring him back here. Wait, does that? But I'd rather stay cursed than suffer under his rule again. Uh-oh. You don't want to know who I work for. But who was this Empty Lord? What was his name? You do not know? You have not guessed yet? He was Zaros. Oh, that's all you're gonna end with. And now we are ghostly. Yeah, that's weird. Deserted Ghost is like, learn the backstory around Desert Treasure, which sort of, again, doesn't really deal with Desert Treasure specifically. Like, it mentioned, it's the fall of Zaros, the rise of Zamorak, which then causes, the fall of Siniston. And, even though, do we know Siniston's name even now? Actually, Seranthium has literally no lore at all, basically, except it's built to cover up Siniston. But anyways, and then that leads him to, go south and get imprisoned by Zamorak and Saradomin, and that's Desert Treasure. Which I suppose, yeah, it sort of is the backstory. Yeah, it's like, sort of, but it's, it's the backstory to the stuff that caused it, I guess. But it's not directly. Anyways. If you speak to any of the ghosts with a Ghost Week amulet, your character may say all your base are belong to us, as well as the other quotes that reference to famous translation errors in the game Zero Wing. Into Renard, your player says, I ain't scared of no ghosts, a reference to I ain't afraid of no ghosts from the Ghostbusters theme song. He does down like he says, be my somebody sorcerer to bind me so. Plays 99 magic, the answers, well, I don't mean to brag, but I guess I am with my level 99 magic, otherwise he'll respond with, not really. Okay, ghostly robes. Magic armor. This is magical. This is armor? No, it's not. It may, perhaps it used to be, but it's not anymore. Speak to various things. Apparently these are necessary to get all the kudos. If you have 4 more pieces of ghostly rope set, you'll have an alternative dialogue with the Raven Pen. What? I'm curious to know. Wait, what is this? Zaros promised to make a mighty race. I get it. Well, because there's extra lore now with Slave Tower. He mentions, well, hold on. Vigor of building the Slave Tower was first mentioned during Curse of Zaros, but only gained significance when it was reworked in 2013. Yeah, because, there's, yeah, Zaros' symbol is right over there. As well as, I think, outside? Yes, right there. Which and right there and right there. I'm surprised those are still standing. Yeah, how is that not, and right there too. But anyways, Vigorous Folly was to build this thing, try and make him be respected by the other generals for some reason. And as part of it, and it's now sinking into the Mauritania a little bit. And another folly was to do some weird teleportation magic, which brought the Abyssal Demons somehow. Because now I think about it. Those little demon are Chthonians and stuff, and they're from the Abyss, but the Abyss that we can go to, that I haven't been to, only existed because Hostilis is dead. I think that was the name. I don't know. Anyways, that's deep lore stuff. Anyways, that's... So, is there no... Oh wait, I didn't even look at it. Well, it says Raven stuff. Hold on. I'm curious to know, does this have, a dialogue page? Yes, it does. I want to know what the random things. Renard, what's this? Got you as a fish. Huh. Lucian did mention that he had evidence that she was a great fan of ball games. Oh. You're trying to make the most of the situation because find a place to lift his spirits, so that would be why Dalek was in the Fowler party room, I guess. Let's see. Padawa was where he found many battles. Perhaps he's returned to one of his old haunts. Padawa, that's the name of Edgeville. That I don't like how it doesn't actually tell me what happens if you speak to them in wrong, speak to them without wearing the ghost speak necklace. Wait, no, it says without going to the wrong ghost. Actually, I do love how at the very end it just says he was Zaros. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode, though. So, you enjoy this video? No, wait, I'm an idiot. Raven. You guys have a weird dialogue. Yeah, tell me about it. Let's see, smothered by madness, all hope must surely perish. My life is a bleak miasma. What part? The free food, the roof over your head, or the bit where I carry you if you're tired or hungry? Never mind. We're wearing 4 more pieces of ghostly robes. Finally, another person that understands my bleak miasma. This is a good thing then, yes. Want to hear my poetry? Some other time. Anyways. That's gonna be, it for this episode, though, so. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. See ya!